And a lot of times we may feel so insignificant, we may think that we don't have a grand effect on the totality of things. I'm here to tell you, you would be incorrect. That is wrong.
Laughing at birds.
I'm here for a purpose, and that's to get you to wake up and smell the coffee, not be off in the clouds someplace. And when you feel anger or you feel something on your mind, you say so right now, here and now.
Had you been suppressing anger and...
Yes, since I was a kid.
But the character you play, that was a character that held in the anger too, and then suddenly would burst out into manic explosion. Was that you?
Yes, that was me. It was a part of me. I don't like to do that so much in films, but I don't plan it out that way. If it requires it, then I do it. But that was me. It's like a tea kettle. The water boils, and if there's no little hole in the top, the pot's going to explode. And I used to play characters where it was just about ready to boil. And then you see the explosion.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
I'm not saying it for a joke. It's very true.
You get nothing.
Do you want to go to war? Come on. Do you want to go to war? We'll take you to war.
Now look what you've made me do.
You have definitely one of those faces where you don't have to say anything.
You know how some people hide their shyness by being so aggressive, screaming and yelling?
You lose. Good day, sir.
I'm not telling you that he's shy, but that's the only way he knows to feel at home, is to be forceful that way. Because if you said, well, just sit and talk about personal things, then he would be nervous. But if he can grab the microphone or run up into the audience, then he would feel, well, now I'm doing what God meant me to do. And I'll get a laugh, and then I'll feel I've earned my dinner.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
But then there was a time when people said, I want a face that looks a little bit like me. And that's what I've got. A face that looks a little bit like them. I felt I could make someone else laugh. And that's all I'm doing now, is carrying on the tradition.
And I gotta unmute you probably, right? Fuck, hold on. This is all fucked up. Typical fashion, but whatever, dude. Hopefully it's working. If it's not, then fucking whatever, dude. How about now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Are we live?
Good? Yeah.
All right. I'm away from the PC a sec, so I guess you could start talking about whatever.
Fuck. All right, well, do me a favor, dude. Hold on a second so I can mute inside real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take this down and then put it back up later, so I can fucking edit out the beginning of all that feedback. Cause y'all caught that, right?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Ugh, terrible. Whatever. The phone is too close to the computer. That's the problem is, and I can't. I had to leave StreamYard open because I opened the stream on the computer and not my fucking phone. So what I'm gonna have to do is just while I'm sitting out here, I next time I'll set it up better because now I know what I'm doing. That was the first time I did it, so now I understand what the problem is. The mics are too close together, which is what causes that feedback like that. Not that that's the topic of conversation right now because it isn't, and I don't know what your fucking view is. I can't see shit out here, man. But I'm just gonna smoke a bowl real quick while we do a fucking live stream. So we were just having a conversation on the phone because my boy called me, motherfucker, talking about he wrote some shit. So he wanted to get my opinion on it, and then we started talking, and I'm like, dude, why are we not fucking streaming this right now? Because honestly, like, I need fucking content, dude, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to get other people's opinions in on this goddamn conversation. So that's where we're at. What we were actually talking about was, where did we leave off at, dude? Do you remember?
We left off at secondhand experiences.
Oh, right. Now, I never heard before today. Before today, I've never heard the term secondhand experience. What are you doing right now, dude? Do you need time,
Yeah,
or are you good to start talking?
well, I'm in the bathroom, so if you can give me a minute.
Yeah, all right. Well, then you do what you got to do, and I'll fucking smoke this bowl and hold down the conversation until you get back.
Yep.
So basically, if I can, if I don't fuck this up, a secondhand experience is basically getting other people's stories, and then you live in the experience through them telling you about it. If that's, it's close to fucking correct. If
Yes,
it's
that's
not,
that is literally it. You got it.
now some people seem to think that it's not, that's not valuable. There's no value to it in life. Hold on, what's going on? Oh wait, no, never mind. Oh shit. All right, hold on. I'm good. I'm good. I hit a button by mistake. My bad. Can't see shit out here. It's too fucking bright. But some people seem to think that there's no value in secondhand experiences, and I'm here to tell you that the reason that I'm able to sit here and do what the fuck I'm doing right now is because of secondhand experience. If it wasn't for people like Joey Diaz, and I'm gonna miss some people, I always do. So, if I don't run past a name that you think should have been mentioned, it ain't because I'm not aware. It's because it's impossible to mention everybody in one fucking shot without forgetting somebody. But I'm just gonna name the main influences in my life that helped me to do what the fuck I'm doing right this second, which would be Joey Diaz would be the heaviest influence that there is because that motherfucker is one of the most brilliant storytelling joke writers I think on the face of the fucking planet and ever that has ever lived. And that is a fucking heavy goddamn statement, but I believe it happens to be the truth.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, well, then before you jump into your part of the conversation, let me just finish off what I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
uh, Joey Diaz fluffy because of his energy. Like, I'm not gonna get into the reasons why. That's a different stream. George Carlin, definitely. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy to a degree. I would say Jim Carrey for sure, and Ralphie May, Greg Giraldo, and Jeff Ross. those are the main. Like I'm definitely missing a couple of people. I know I am, but those are the and oh shit, I you have to mention fucking Tom Segura and Tim Dillon. How do you not? Because those two dudes are like everybody. Every comic that I just mentioned has a different style than the other one, dude. They all attack shit from different angles, and I gotta mention Lisa Lampanelli, even though I'm not a woman. People like her, Ali Wong, even to a degree, you know, their experiences and the shit that the way that they approach comedy and storytelling, because even a joke fucking writer has to manage to bring the jokes together some fucking how. So they tell a half-ass story to pull the jokes together. So you know, like whatever. This is becoming a different stream. The point is though, dude, that by watching these people. By watching these people approach comedy the way that they did, tell stories the way that they do, made it easy for me to be able to go, well, I can fucking do that. I could fucking do that. People say that I'm funny, right? Like, you know, so like I don't think my point overdrawn point is, and then I'll hand the mic over to you so I can finish this bowl. The secondhand experiences are extremely valuable, or at least they have been in my personal fucking firsthand experience. So whoever said that, in my personal opinion, for what it's worth, which really isn't a lot, is a stone cold jerk off with a narrow mind. And that's coming from a narrow minded motherfucker. Motherfucker.
No,
Microphone is
actually,
to you now.
I really love the way you put that. Like my first-hand experience is to have second-hand experiences.
I mean, it's the truth though, dude. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why lie?
Well, I mean, but see, like, this is it always goes back to this. But when you're reading a book about the Holocaust, aren't you reading about others? Like, you you're you're not experiencing it yourself. You're experiencing that secondhand. Like, you know what I
I would,
mean?
first of all, I would fucking hope so,
Well, yeah,
and
obviously.
secondly, that there's a perfect example of why you can't. Motherfucker, I gotta leave my phone outside because I don't want to do that shit again. Fuck, whatever. I should have brought my weed with me, but let me sit down and make this point. You just proved why secondhand experience is fucking important because nobody alive now, majority of the people alive now that know about the Holocaust obviously didn't live through it, right? But we all know about it, read about it, understand that that's some fucked up shit that's never going to happen again. At least not if we all have anything to say about it. So without that secondhand experience, who is to say that there couldn't have been another one?
I mean, I hate to burst the bubble, but genocide happens all over the world. Like the
Well,
Holocaust, like,
obviously, I'm not a retard. I know
well,
that, but I'm saying on that level, like you know what? I'm sure it does, and that's ignorant of me to say that it doesn't. I don't know shit about shit, and I have pulled up my pants, sucked my dick, but that's not the point. All right, so my point is shit. Well, there, you know what, dude? I just proved to you why I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So don't take my fucking,
well, Kev,
what I
it's
say
not
to heart.
Jack. What the Jesus Christ, Jack?
It,
Uh,
It doesn't matter, dude. Whatever you want to do, you can use my name or the handle, whatever you want. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
but yeah, this is why I think secondhand. I think there's a third hand experience too, but I don't know. I need to look into
Is
that.
there? Can you
I don't
do me
know.
a favor and can you look that up and see if that's a thing real quick while I run inside and grab my weed?
All right.
Sick. Well, I mean, you know what? I can still talk. I can still talk. You just won't be able to see me for a second. I just
Okay.
realized that because I got my JBLs on, so I can still talk. I'm a jerk off, dude. This how dumb I am.
Wait,
To
hold on,
derail.
hold on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Before you
yeah,
go,
yeah,
first
yeah,
hand,
yeah.
second hand, third hand definitions and synonyms. Definition one: if you experience something first hand, you experience it yourself. If you experience something second hand or third hand, you experience someone else tells you about it. So first,
Okay.
second hand, and third hand are It's the same thing,
Basically the
kind of.
same thing.
Yeah.
So why are there two then? There has to be a
Okay.
difference,
Okay.
no?
I think I know what it is. It's like it's like
Okay.
it's like if somebody experiences something and it and they
Uh-huh.
tell you directly that secondhand experiences, but but if you have a third person telling you what the second person experienced, that's third hand.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I just killed a fly. Can you say that last part again?
Okay,
I
if
know
you
I'm annoying. I
experience
know I'm annoying. I'm sorry.
that's fine. If you experience something yourself, that's first hand. Okay. If
Right.
you experience
Uh-huh.
something, if you experience something secondhand, like someone is telling you about their experience. If you're experiencing something,
Directly to you, you mean?
yes, if you have person A telling you about their experiences, they're telling you about their experiences secondhand. But if you have person
So
A telling you,
in other words, what you're saying is
Jesus,
if I fucking if I stub my fucking toe and I tell you about it, that's a secondhand experience.
yeah, but but if Joey
Because
slabs
I'm
his toe
telling
and you
you
tell me about
directly.
it, that's a third. Yes. Uh,
All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. I appreciate you dumbing it down for me because I'm gonna be very honest, dude. I'm sure the people that are watching this in the future after I edit it and repost it are much smarter than I am. So I like to simplify things so that I make sure I know what's going on. So I appreciate that you
okay.
just dumbed that down for
Okay.
me.
Well, yeah. If people ask, what does third hand mean? One, receipt from or through two intermediaries. Intermediaries third hand information, that's what I just explained. I just wanted
Okay,
to.
so what I just described was third-hand experience, not second-hand. But no, that's not true because you could argue that stand-up comedy is second-hand experience because the comedian is going on stage and talking to the audience directly. Me being a member of the fucking audience, therefore
Oh yeah,
he's telling me a
I didn't argue that. I didn't argue that you were giving a third hand account. You were obviously giving a
I
second
did.
hand.
I did in my own brain. I just argued with myself, and then I just gave myself. But you didn't hear that part of the conversation because you were talking. So I didn't say that shit out loud. I probably should have because I thought to myself, well, how wouldn't it be a third-hand experience then? Because I'm watching it on a television set through a comedian who's talking to an audience, and then the light bulb went off and went, "Hey, jerk off!" Just because you're in a different room does not mean you're not a member of the audience. Stupid.
Well,
So
can I? Well, I just want to say something really quick. I remember having this conversation with this idiot on Discord who was like, "Well, I think I think you just came up with the term secondhand, to make up for your lack of experiences in life." Okay,
wow,
armchair psychologist. Okay.
wow. Hey, I love being an armchair psychologist. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you're not an asshole.
Well, sometimes, but not like that. Yes, I know what you mean. And you know what, dude? Fucking, oh man. Oh wait, that's what I was gonna say. Crazy news, crazy dog. Crazy news, crazy.
Yeah, but dude, I'm actually surprised. That literally, nobody is watching this. There's no comments here. Like, what the fuck? Where's your watchers,
I,
man?
dude, I don't have any. Well, that's not true. I have one. Suppose. Well, that's probably me on the fucking computer watching this right now. I have 650 subscribers that I don't know what the fuck they're here for, but they don't watch my live streams. And, I haven't posted a reaction video in I don't know how long, but I mean, I'm not in a rush to go
Uh,
and do that right this second, but
yeah.
that seems like that's all people give a shit about.
Well, I mean, you know what? You know what? I really want you to do reaction videos to Hellsing Abridged, Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
Did you send me it already?
I will do that now. I will send you the first episode of Hellsing Bridge, and I want you. I'm holding you to this. I want you to do a reaction video to Hellsing Abridged.
I will. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I got a bunch of them I have to do. people left them in the comments a year ago, and I had the mental breakdown. I was like, "Fuck YouTube, I can't go back." You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but now I'm back, so I'll fucking have to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna send it. Come on. I'm gonna send it to you on Twitter. Like the first episode is like 41 minutes because it's episodes 1 through 3. What you can do is is either watch them all in one go, and that's like depending on your
No, I
reaction.
would separate it. I would separate it into three videos because people will want it chopped up into
Yeah,
three pieces, so
that
that
makes
if they
sense.
decide they want to consume it all in one shot, that's up to them, rather than me force feeding them the entire series in one shot.
Yeah, so there you go. There
I
you
s
go.
Have
I
you
sent it
ever
to you on
seen
Discord. Sorry, Twitter.
uh, Twitter? All right, that's what's up. Which, by the way, the handle is at Laughing Birds on Twitter and at Laughing Birds Pod on the Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're fucking up, dog. You need to do that shit because my channel is fire, and I'm not saying that because
We're losing
I'm
Jack.
on it. I put up some dope artwork by a sick artist. What the fuck they're doing? For real?
Well, yeah, you were kind
That's
of
super good. Cutting out.
yeah.
Fuck.
Oh wait,
All
hold
right.
on, hold
Well,
on,
I'm
hold on.
gonna close.
There's a fourth hand too. You want to hear the fourth hand?
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, come on, yeah,
Definition
yeah.
of forfeit: the fourth player in various card games to have the right to bid or to play to any trick. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Uh,
Wait, say that again?
definition of forfeit: the forfeit in various card games to have the right to bid or to play to any trick.
You want to explain that to me? I don't understand what it means.
You know, various card games. Like card games, Texas Hold'em.
What does that have to do with first and second and third
It
hand
doesn't.
experience?
It really doesn't. I just noticed there was a forfeit, and I thought it had to do with experience, but it doesn't.
Wait. So, wait, hold on. Maybe it does. I can connect it. Wait, so, all right. So, I know I'm annoying you, but one more time, read me the thing, please.
The fourth player in various card games to have the right to bid or to play to any trick.
Hmm. Well, I'm actually going to use that, I think. What's it called? Fourth?
Fourth hand.
Fourth hand. I'm going to use That's a podcast title right there. I'm totally going to use that. I appreciate that you just added that into the stream because now I'm going to use that at a later date for a completely unrelated thing that it has nothing to do with, but that's how I roll.
Yep.
All right, so now, do you want to fucking read the thing that you wrote, that you called me about in the first place, or do you not want to go back down all that?
I mean, I was planning on doing that. I was just waiting for you to say something.
Oh, okay. All right, well, anytime you want, dude.
Okay.
Floor is yours.
I am the god of this world, fragmented among each and every one of you, all who seek me outside through a false religions created by those who deny who they are have become disconnected from me and the source of my power. Each of you possess a fragment of my power, the power of creation as well as destruction, the power of good and evil, the power of darkness and light, the power to reach your full potential through hard work and determination. I was desperately alone in the endless darkness with no one to keep me company. I created beings here and there, but none of them really did it for me. They lacked that spark needed for fulfilling interactions. I decided to use fragments of my infinite power to create the universe and all life in it. To those who would eventually become my image carriers, the universe would appear older than it actually is to me. 7 days passed and humanity finally appeared on the planet. Many humans were killed in my name. That is something I do not condone, but I cannot interfere with the process. For the purpose of this universe is to breed creatures worthy of keeping me company for all eternity. Many will try and fail to reach that worthiness due to the short lifespan they have. I love my creations. I believe they will eventually reach their potential and transcend into godhood so I can finally have a worthy companion. It may take many iterations, but it will happen.
I
and then
personally
nobody
think
cared. Well, no, go ahead. I was making a joke about nobody caring.
I personally think they use the word power. I personally think, like I told you before, you use the word power too many times. And if you wouldn't mind, I would actually like to steal that from you and try to improve it and send it back to you.
I mean, it's on Facebook. Like
Just
they,
that
they
first, just that first section
okay.
where you talk about power. I want to try to substitute the word power the couple of times that you used it. See if I can find a different word that I think might fit more appropriately so you can make the point you're trying to make. But I didn't want to do it without asking you first and making sure you were cool with it, because that I think that would be a real douchebag thing to do. If I just stole your shit off of Facebook, rewrote a couple of words and sent it back to you like it should look like this, motherfucker. That shit would be super ignorant, I think.
Eh,
But if I ask you first, then that's different. Like we had a conversation about it. So, and I'm not shy. Like, I mean, look, for the people that don't know, if you're not aware, like I'm not Stephen King, dog, but I used to write shit back in the day. I don't really do that shit anymore because I chose to use a fucking verbal platform instead because I personally do not have the patience to sit down and write shit, dude. And plus, it's more satisfying for me to have a direct conversation with people anyway. So, why not? But uh, I'll try to fucking see if I can substitute that word for you, dude, so you can make the point you're trying to make. Because I think it's an interesting idea. We were talking about it before. But what do you want to add?
well, it is an interesting idea, and I mean, I used God. I used the God people usually think of when they think of God, like the Christian God. But honestly, I do think that the universe itself is conscious in a way, and it experiences itself through us, right? It's really like
Wait,
bizarre.
what? Okay, the universe is aware.
No, no, no. I said it's
It's a
conscious. It's conscious. Okay. It's conscious
conscious.
and it
Okay, so what is that?
experiences. I mean, I'm
Can you
trying to
explain?
explain, but I'm trying to explain, but you
Yeah.
keep interrupting me like a bad friend. Shame
Well,
on
I'm
you.
asking you questions
No,
because I
I
want to
I
make
know.
sure
I
that I'm
know. I
in the
know.
conversation. I
Yeah,
know
I know.
you
I'm
like
just
to
fucking with
just
you.
go, dude, but I need to be able to make sure I'm following you. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
know.
Go
I was
ahead.
just fucking with you.
I know because I said I was a bad friend for interrupting you earlier. That's why you said that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, look, that's what I do. See, I just did it again.
Okay. It can be argued that the universe is conscious. It is conscious through us, right? Because it wants to experience itself. It wants to like it wants to learn more about itself. You
Because
know what I
we're
mean?
aware of it.
Yeah, because we're aware of it, and we are fragments of the universe. Like we're made up of we are made up of matter and energy. Although truth be told, there is no difference between matter and energy. Matter is still energy. It's just a different form.
But, ugh,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Am I hurting your brain? I'm sorry.
No, that shit just annoys me for some reason. Like they're different things, but they're the same. All right, so they're similes, right? Like whatever, I get
But
it,
no, no,
dude.
no,
Or
no, no,
whatever
no,
the
no,
fucking
no, no, no,
proper
no,
thing
no, no,
is.
no, Kev. They are the same thing. They're just different forms of each other. Like,
I get that. Like a man and a woman are still human beings, even though they're different. I'm following you. I see what's happening.
yeah, like the whole equation E equals MC squared. Like, the Einstein, the famous equation.
I don't
When
even know
you
what that means. I don't even know what that means. What the fuck is an E and how does it equal anything? Never mind whatever the fuck it is. And where does square come into play? What the fuck does that even mean, dude? Where do you get
I'm
this shit from?
by reading. What do you want from me? I like to read about physics.
I'm
It
not
interests
talking
me.
about you. I'm talking about where does he get this shit from? So he just picked up a book and found it one day, like some other guy wrote it on a fucking stone 100 years earlier. Where did this shit come from, and why is it important? I don't understand.
Okay, well, E equals mc squared means that energy equals the mass times the speed of light squared. Okay, so
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
So,
I,
I'm just give me a second, dude. I'm slow, but I'll fucking
I
get there. I'll get there. Dude, have
I feel like
patience, motherfucker.
I feel like I'm annoying you with this. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, it is annoying, but that's not your fault. You're not annoying. The concept annoys me. I fucking I hate it. I don't know why. It bothers me. So basically, he just abbreviated life in a math equation, is what you're telling
Uh, sort of. Sort
me.
of. It's just
Okay,
uh,
so give me the thing again. How does it go?
energy equals mass times mass times the speed of light squared.
Okay. So energy, okay, is like what we are, right? Mass is the shit that we're interacting with every single day. Is the earth. You could argue, and then speed of light, blah blah blah. You see where that goes. Go ahead.
I promise I'm not laughing at you. I'm just
I know I'm ridiculous. I'm,
I, I feel so fucking bad. I feel so fucking bad. Uh,
why?
I
I'm having
because
a great time.
I know you're having a great time.
Goddamn right.
But okay.
What? Don't feel bad for me. I'm having a party all by
All
myself.
right. Let me put it. Let me put it this way. Right. You have
Yep.
you have 1 gram of matter, right? Just 1 gram
Okay.
of matter.
All right. Okay.
So the mass of this matter is 1 gram, right?
Uh
Now,
huh.
the
Uh huh.
interesting thing about E equals mc squared, the equation, is that it could be rearranged to have m equals energy divided by the square root of c, or was it the other way around?
See, now you're just getting fancy to be an asshole. That's
I'm
what's
not.
happening.
I'm really not. Like, I'm really not. Like,
That's a joke. I understand. Okay, so what you're saying is you can reverse the where, and then you're doing what with it? You're dividing it by what?
okay, well, first you need to find the energy of the mass. So if you do E equals 1 gram, I think it's like a thousand, I feel like 1,000 milligrams or
Ah,
something.
fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck all that, dude. I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, what I
I
what
hate man.
I
I hate math. I hate math. I hate
I get
math.
I
Everything about it. Hate numbers, dude. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm a hater. Sorry. Go ahead.
what I am trying to say is that there is a lot of energy packed, packed within matter, packed in matter, right?
Uh huh.
Think
I'm
of
packing some matter right now. Goddamn.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. I'm about to divide my matter by a lighter and equal stable state of mind. Continue, please.
Okay,
I'm done making
let me
bad
give you
jokes.
let me give you an example. Okay, E equals mc squared is what allowed us to create the atom bomb.
How?
Because as I said, energy equals mass times of the square root of the speed of light, right?
So what the fuck does that have to do with a? Okay, so they took chemicals and applied the logic of this problem to that, and that's what they made with it.
yeah,
Fucking douchebags.
it's called splitting the atom, right? It's
And this is why we're related to fucking monkeys. Because they could have did, I don't know what they could have did with that. But I'm sure whatever it was, it would have been better than making a fucking thing like that out of it. And the destruction that it caused. Come on now.
well, that's what they did.
Scumbags. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's like they split the atom by splitting the atom. That's a lot of energy that they released, right? Like
Ugh. Yeah. Then we
Yeah,
can get into cloning and all types of shit from what you just said. I think that's where my brain goes. When you say split the atom, my brain automatically goes to cloning. I don't know why.
I mean, the two really don't have anything to do with each other. One of them is splitting the atom, and the other one is cloning. Yeah, cloning requires you to like clone the cells, which are made of atoms. But what?
All right, I gotta see if I can change venues. My ass is killing me in this chair. On these steps, I mean. Oh, go ahead, dude. You can talk, man. Don't leave me hanging here.
Hang on.
All right. So you need me to take it
Sorry,
for
I
a minute?
was no, sorry, I was responding to somebody. But yeah, like I know this stuff really annoys you because you feel like you can't really wrap your head around it, and
Right.
like I get it.
Exactly.
But for me, it's so it's so fascinating to understand this shit. You know what I mean? To see the world in in that way in scientific terms. To me, just it's so much like creationists or religious people is like, well, if God didn't create humans, if we're just a byproduct of evolution or physical processes, that the humans really have no value. I'm like, bitch, yes we do. Okay, yes we do. Because if you were to actually understand, if you were to actually understand the physical processes that brought us here, you think, wow, we are so fucking lucky to be here because I gotta fucking tell you, the steps which it took, the steps which it took to get us to where we are now is nothing short of miraculous. No God needed.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, I can see that argument. I'm not gonna get into the fucking whole thing. Come on. Come on.
I mean, yeah, a God could exist, and he put put the universe in motion, like what I mean, using
I mean, I
abiogenesis.
don't. I guess we're going here then, man. I wasn't trying to.
Well, okay,
I
then
wasn't.
I guess. Well, never
But
mind. We don't have to.
that's all right. I don't care. I just didn't want to fucking alienate anybody. But fuck it, dude. I mean, I don't really buy the idea that some dude or whatever, some magical being in the fucking sky snapped their fingers and here we all are. That sounds like bullshit to me. What makes a lot more sense to me would be, if we're all made up of energy and all that nonsense, when the fucking meteor hit the earth, somehow a bunch of chemicals combined together and here we fucking are. I can't explain it to you, but that theory makes a lot more sense to me than some dude sitting on a cloud someplace deciding that he
Oh,
felt like creating a fucking planet with a bunch of people on it, and then we just sit around and kill each other over whether or not the motherfucker even exists. Dude, don't even say any fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it
the
doesn't.
whole thing is a fucking nightmare, dude. People are arguing and killing each other over what it says in a fucking book about words that were written years before any of us were even fucking thought of. So what fucking business does anybody have killing somebody else over an idea that existed that may or may not be true for however many fucking years? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, I don't get it, dude. But I have the luxury, I am aware, of sitting where I'm sitting right now and thinking these thoughts and not getting my fucking throat cut open or my head chopped off because I don't believe the same thing that somebody else believes. I do recognize that.
Yeah, we definitely live in a privileged time. Like that's what I always try to think. Okay, my life maybe there may be some aspects of my life that are shitty, but at the same time, I'd rather live in now than like hell, even 50, even like 50 years ago. You know?
I agree. This is the best time to be alive. Technology is okay, probably not anywhere close to its peak. We got I mean, it's shitty that we got the best access to the worst foods that there fucking is, but that's how it goes. At least we're all not starving.
Yeah.
And like I said last night, I think it's a beautiful thing that not that I'm going to, but if I felt like it, that I can take a picture of my dick and send it to Japan for no fucking reason. Konnichiwa,
Right.
whatever the fuck they say over there, dude. Here's my dick for no reason from America. We're waving. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's
Right.
wild to me. Yo, hey, come here. Nope. She chilled out a little bit though. I hate fucking yelling like that, man. But you gotta do it
Yeah.
sometimes. I gotta do it sometimes. It works. Yo, when you put the voice on, dude, people pay attention. It's unfortunate, but that's how it has to go. I'm not a big fucking tough guy, dude, but for some reason, people don't listen to me until I really put some bass in my fucking voice. Then they know what's happening. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Like, people seem to think like I'm some type of fucking. I don't understand it, dude. If you try to be soft toned and just easy, people for some reason think that you're just a chump. But if
No,
you
it's a
carry
fine.
yourself screaming and yelling all the time, then you're a fucking animal.
Well, I mean,
Like,
it's
yo,
really. I just want to say it's a fine balance. Like there are ways to come across assertive, but not but not be an asshole.
is there?
Yeah.
Do you think so? Do you practice that?
Yeah.
I don't think I do, but I need to try. But see, I don't think you need to be assertive all of the time, but it
Well,
seems
yeah.
like you do,
Obviously.
though. It seems like you do, though, because at least in my personal experience, whenever I try to just be easygoing, somebody got to come along and be like, well, fuck you for that. So it's like I gotta constantly be in a state of what the fuck's up? What's happening? Yeah, I hate that. I don't want to be like, I want to relax, man. Like
Well,
I'm chilling right
I
now. This is where I want to be
I
at
get it.
all the time mentally.
Like I get that. It's also one of those things you gotta consider. You gotta consider that given how much stress you have in your life, that that does contribute to how you view situations and people. Right?
Ugh,
Take it from from
your
experience.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever, dude. I got a bad rap with people. I'll say that straight up. I fucking hate people. But I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one to help somebody. But I hate all you motherfuckers, man. But
Okay. Well, I
that's
hate
how
you
it
too,
goes.
bitch. There you go.
Hmm.
Uh, but this is a fun stream.
Do you think so, or are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious. Like I did enjoy
Uh,
it. Oh, I still do.
all right,
Like
all right. That's what's up. That's what I try to. That's what I try to do. When at least that's what I'm trying to do from now on, because I know a lot of the time when I hit that record button, because of the stress in my life, I've been in a fucking mood, dog. I'm aware of that, and shit has been real fucking heavy around here. However, I am currently in the process of marinating, dude. I'm watching football. I got a little bit of bud, and I'm doing my podcast editing. I'm doing my thing, man. So I'm
yeah.
planning on keeping this the fucking vibe. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna come up on here and get crazy. To the contrary, I actually think that the solution to a lot of problems in my fucking life is if I can manage to come on here and be crazy for 7 or 8 hours. Now that doesn't mean I'm gonna hit the record button and stream for 8 hours straight. Nobody's trying to watch that. I'm aware of that. But I'm saying if I cut my time up, dude, like I'll give you an example. Yesterday I edited next week's episode to the podcast. It's already scheduled and ready to go out at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Check your local podcast listings: iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast. I could go on, but I don't feel like I need to. We're on 11 platforms. If you're not listening to my podcast, you have no excuse, dude. If that's something that you're into, you need to get up on that shit right now, dude. Anyway, continuing on, because I lost my fucking point, what I was trying to say. Hold on, I will get it back. Doesn't mean that I'm going to stream for 8 hours straight, but yesterday I took time, edited a podcast out for next week. Took me 6 hours to do it, dude. And that's just editing small areas and dropping the sound effects where I want them. It might seem like I'm sitting around doing nothing all fucking day. But believe it or not, it's not so easy to just have some shit just appear where you want it to appear, dude. This shit is about timing. Very specifically, I mean down to the fucking millisecond. I'm not joking when I say millisecond.
No, I
I
agree
mean,
with
there's a
you.
magnifying glass and everything, dog. Well, I'm telling them. I'm telling them, but I'm also talking to you at the same time. So excuse me for being rude, but I'm addressing the future non-audience that I'm going to have.
Fair enough.
But my point is, dude, and I'll give you the mic back, is took me 6 hours to do that shit yesterday. If I can manage to take the other two, three, whatever it's going to be, and maybe do a stream or get hype about some shit and get my energy out, then I think my regular life will be much better for it because I won't be carrying that energy around with me all day. Because if there's one thing I've learned about myself over the last 2 years is that that energy is a part of me and it's not fucking going anywhere. I'm medicated heavily right now and I still have that energy. So clearly it's not going anywhere. The psychs can do whatever the fuck they want. The energy is not going nowhere. It's a part of my fucking illness, I guess. Whatever it is, either way, I have it. So I think it would benefit my regular fucking life, dude, to be able to get crazy and get it out. And that means here doing streams, reaction videos, fucking the podcast, which is my main focus. YouTube is going to take a back seat because it's aggravating to fight these people on what videos you could post and which ones you can't, especially when it comes to music. But go ahead, dude. I've been rambling on for too long. You can take the mic back.
Well, I'm not even sure what to talk about right now. Like,
Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you fucking feel like. Don't pay attention to the fact that we're on a stream right now and just act like we're talking to each other on the phone like we normally do. Wherever you feel like taking the conversation, take it there. Because that's how I treat this shit, dude. It's the only way I could do it. If I came up on here and focused on the fact that we're live right now and that people anywhere in the world could watch this, I would lose my fucking marbles. But the fact that, we're just sitting here cooling out, having a conversation while this shit is running in the background don't bother me none. They can throw their opinion in if they want, that's the point. But if they don't, then it's just us kicking it, having a conversation for somebody to listen to later. So what does it matter where it goes? We can bring it wherever we want.
yeah, that is true. Uh, give me a minute to take
Hey,
this.
man, that's all right. I'll take it back. I'll take it back.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
take it back. God knows I can run my fucking mouth. We all know that shit's correct,
Yeah.
dude. It's about the only goddamn thing I'm good at is running
Oh,
my
don't say
fucking mouth.
that.
It's true. It's true. This is the one thing that I know that I could do to perfection, man. Honestly. I can hold a fucking conversation with just about anybody. I've done it. I've held conversations with the craziest motherfuckers you've ever seen. From that
Yeah, me.
to, well, yeah, people crazy. I'm talking about people that stand out in the middle of the street and ask you where the streets are that don't exist. Those type of people. I can hold a conversation with that. I can hold a conversation with anybody. I can clean up my language and I can carry myself in a way that you wouldn't even recognize me if it came down to it. But I do that shit for business purposes only.
Right?
That and when I write shit, I like to try to be, dare I say, articulate a little bit. And I don't curse anywhere near as much. Like I try to be thoughtful with what I say, unless I'm angry. Then that's a different story, dude. But that's a whole separate conversation. We can have that. I mean, because I don't, you've known me for fucking 20 years, dude. You know exactly how bad my anger has affected my fucking life, man.
Yeah, I do.
Are you tapped out?
I mean, kind of. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm sorry.
Why? What
I
happened?
I
I
don't
cut
know.
you off too many times. I
Well,
cut you
no,
off
it's
too many times.
I
That's what
don't know.
happened. Go ahead.
I mean, I guess I could talk about how I guess I could talk about how much of a sexy man I am, and and
Oh,
how.
please educate us all.
Well,
You want to talk about? I'll take my shirt off, dude. We can do the damn things.
well, I guess you know what? It's it's not.
Look, come on.
Uh, yeah, I I'm getting shy now. Sorry.
You're not comfortable. Yeah. All
No.
right. Look, I think I know what happened. You brought up something you were really interested in, and because I'm not interested in it at all, now you probably feel awkward, right? Because it was brought up, and now you really don't know where to bring the conversation. And because of that, you can't get comfortable with any topic, really. So I think what needs to happen right now is that this stream is going to continue, which I'm not saying that it has to. You can leave if you want. You're not kidnapping you, obviously, and nobody's holding a gun to your head being like, you don't fucking do this shit right now, motherfucker, it's gonna be a problem. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. So, um, you know, if you feel like there's something that pops into your mind that you want to talk about, you can stop me at any point. But until you do, I'm just gonna find something to ramble on about and hope that you jump in at some point to fucking save me from myself. Because this is exactly why I do a podcast all by myself now. Because I can't seem to shut the fuck up long enough for somebody else to get a goddamn word in.
But dude, you have that's because you have a lot to say, right? You kept all this shit bottled up for years because nobody really listens to you. Like I feel the same way a lot of the times, and you know what I can let me check in. I respect you for for having the balls to to do your podcast and not giving a shit what people think. Like I'm trying to get there, right? Like this is why I go on live streams. This is why I this is why I act like I'm like I'm like this confident person. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I
but
want to
you
get
are
there.
sometimes. You are sometimes though. When you're in your own, dude. What watching you? If I could be honest, you are one of the influences of why I'm doing this also. Because
Well, that's
watching you be comfortable in your own, like I know it seems like I think you're misplacing your role, if I may, dude. I'm not to overstep my boundaries, but I think you are more of a host than you are a personality, if that makes sense.
and you want to expect what? I'm more of a host than a person. What? If you could
Yes,
explain.
what I'm trying to say is I've watched your streams, a lot of them, not every one of them, but I watched a lot of them, and I'm tapped because some of the people that you talk to are fucking ridiculous,
Yeah, tell
and
me about it.
they just want to argue about the same shit every day, and the conversation never changes, and I can't fuck with that. I'll stop by and listen to it one time, but when I go out, when I watch a movie, I'm not watching the same movie every night, dog. You know what I'm trying to say? You need
Yeah, no,
change. Shit needs to happen. Shit needs to be different. But anyway, not to get off the topic, what I was trying to say. Hold on, let me locate my other charms because I'm an OCD motherfucker, and if I don't have them all together, I'm gonna think that I lost them. And I fuck with them when I get nervous. So, even though it seems like I'm sitting here not giving a fuck, dude, believe me, I'm panicking on the inside. But shit. Anyway, my point was, I watched your streams, dude. When you're in your element, don't get me wrong, you can pop on and be a part of the conversation and argue passionately your side of the story or whatever it is that you are doing in the moment. But it seems like where you seem to shine the most, in my opinion, is being a host. Because what you would do in some of your streams is you would hop on, you would introduce the fucking stream or whatever it is the topic was going to be about for the day, introduce the people who are in the stream, be a part of the conversation when it starts, and then at some point, once conversation picks up between the personalities that you brought into your stream, you pull yourself out to go do other shit. But the point is, you remove yourself from the conversation and you allow the personalities you brought in to carry the show, and you are just like the anchor that holds
yeah,
it
that's
in
okay.
place.
That that makes okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So while I think it's commendable that you try to become a personality to a degree, I think your strength is in being a host. And if you start there and try to use that to improve, to be more comfortable, I think you'll find the transition to be much easier.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, you're right because there are times where, like I said, there are times where I will talk about, or I will just feel like to talk about something I'm passionate about and actually know it. But then I'll do as you said when I'm doing a stream. It's like, yeah, you know what, guys, you guys go ham,
Yeah,
basically.
and you just let them kick it, dude. And I think that, you know what, there's nothing wrong with that though. If that's the way that you want to host your YouTube channel, who the fuck is anybody to say anything about it? But I don't know if you recognize that about yourself. That
Well,
that's
now
where
I
I
do.
believe. Well, that's good. Hopefully, you'll be able to use it to your advantage now that I pointed it out to you. And I don't mean to say that like, I'm almighty knowing and all that shit. I'm not. It's a small observation
Yeah.
that I made, and I'm glad that I can make it to help you improve, because I know that you tried to, like, you sent me that article that you sent me about forgiving yourself. I did do an hour on that, but I actually have to go back and listen to it because I have no idea what the fuck I said, and I'm just not prepared to just hit the button and let that shit go because I could have said something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've had
I
to make some
also, I
heavy
also,
edits, but
I also give you that book, Charisma Demystified, because I
mm.
do think that book would definitely help you. Now, I'm not telling you to develop charisma, but the book will definitely help you with the
Well,
other
what is
areas.
what is what is charisma though? Can you explain to me what does that mean?
Well, charisma is when okay, charisma is wow, this is hard.
Can you look
I-
up? Can you
yeah,
look up the if I
yeah, I'm
was
gonna
yeah?
I'm gonna
Go
do
ahead.
that.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Because normally I'd have been on it if I was inside already. But the problem is, if I go inside, I don't have my Yeti hooked up right this second. It'll
Okay,
take me 2 seconds to hook it up.
so let me
So
let
we can.
me let me read it. Charisma means compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others. She enchanted guests with her charisma. Two, a divinely conferred power or talent.
Hmm. Okay, so what you're saying is that I need to come off more friendly.
Well, but the point of sending you that book is that the book does contain exercises that can help you regardless of whether you want to develop charisma or not. Like charisma is a side effect of charisma is a side effect like of those exercises. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I mean, dude, when I have, this is gonna sound like bullshit. When I have the time, I literally will listen to it. I have been, my schedule has been packed crazy. Literally, if I'm, well, for the past 2 weeks, I've been busy. But last night, well, the last day, however long I've been here, is the first time that I've actually, had a chance to sit down, dude. But I've been editing the podcast, so it's not like I'm doing nothing. But that, and then I'm on the phone majority of the day, dude. So like it's hard to find the time to listen to an audiobook when right now, like I could pull it up. I realized I could pull it up on my laptop while I'm on the phone and just listen to it in the background. Like I'm about to do that. Oh shit! And that reminds me, Joey Diaz is putting a book out. I gotta buy. Hopefully he's got an audio version of it though.
Well, what book?
If
What?
not, I'm gonna buy a hard copy anyway. Can you look it up, please? I don't remember what the name of the book is, and I would like to throw it out there if anybody is
Okay,
interested.
Joey Diaz book.
Joey Diaz, Diaz, yeah, and it's something.
God,
It's got to be something savage. I don't remember.
not Joey DeFranco. What the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
Joey Diaz book.
Yeah,
Okay. Tremendous, tre- tremendous. The life of a comedian, like the life of a
yep,
comedy. Is that the new one
there it
coming
is.
out?
Yep, that's it, dude. Is there a
Yeah.
release date?
Let me see. Go on. Next year,
Ah, sick. Yo, I'm
May
buying that
second,
book.
May 2nd, 2023.
Circle your calendars, bitches. As soon as I hang up this stream, can you text that to me actually?
Okay. I just closed it.
Or, whatever. I'll look it up later
Yeah.
myself. Just remind me. Yeah, I'm buying that hard copy. Hopefully, he's got an audiobook version I can listen to. That would be sick. But I'm buying the hard copy. Yo, I don't read books, son. I'm
You
buying the
should.
hard copy of Joey Diaz's book because that motherfucker can tell a story. And he's lived a life, dude. And I can only hope that I could be anywhere near as close as funny or tell a story as well as that guy fucking does, dude. Honestly, one of my personal fucking heroes, that dude is. He really is, because he changed his life from being in prison to being a fucking family man, running one of the largest podcasts in podcast history.
So see,
You know what I'm
see
saying?
if that motherfucker could do it, what's stopping you?
Well, what do you think I'm doing? That's why he's one of my influences, man. One of my heaviest. Because to him, it's Mark Norman, it's Joe List, it's, fucking Louis C.K. All these dudes,
I can
man.
guarantee you, I can guarantee you all, like all those people who have made it big, had a very positive mindset. I can
I'm
guarantee
sure.
you.
Well, you know what? I know that not to be true exactly because Mark Norman is just a fucking neurotic mess as me and you are. And he can't believe the fact that he can get on stage and tell jokes and make people laugh and make a
I
living
mean,
out
just
of it, but he's
because,
fucking doing it.
well, yeah, but just because you have a positive mindset doesn't mean you're not fucked up. You're not still fucked up. Like,
True, that's a good point. That's a good counter. That's a good counter. Shit. Well, you know what, dude? Whenever the conversation dies down, I'll just wrap this up so I can edit out the beginning and I can repost this because I want to put this out on my fucking channel. Because
yeah.
I'm glad that I stopped the conversation on the phone. I only wish that we would have been able to start it here so y'all could have heard the whole thing. Because if I don't go inside, dude, I'm gonna just sit out here
Yeah.
and I'd rather go inside and catch the game and fucking chill.
Yeah,
But I
let's
wanted
just.
to do this. So
Yeah, that's definitely good. I'm glad I called you. Let's just good night, everybody. Thank you for coming to my stream.
well,
Yeah.
do you want to plug your shit? Do you want to plug your shit while you're here?
Nah, it doesn't. Nah, I don't use my channel enough to warrant plugging.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. All right, dude. Well, look, I know I haven't put out shit. I owe y'all watch alongs. I have not forgot about that. Yaki Taxi, if you're out in the ether, dude, and you happen to watch this, I have not forgotten about you. Hopefully, COVID didn't get you. Fucking there's so many people I should shout out before I end this. There's a dude that I'm thinking of right now and I can't think of his fucking handle, but he's got a skull with Indian feathers on it. What's up to that motherfucker, dude? Jarhead, Demos, fucking everybody, man. I know I haven't been around for a minute. I'm going to put shit back up on the channel soon. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on in my personal life before I continue YouTube. So my bad, Lou. I will get to your fucking videos if you're even watching. I know people have unsubscribed because I haven't put out shit, but I'm up to 650 now, dude. That's the highest that it's been so far. So the channel is still growing, even though I haven't done shit for the last year. I'm getting more subscribers now than I ever have. It's ridiculous, but I'm going to be putting shit up, which means I'm going to be losing people. Either way, one of these days, hopefully, we'll hit 1,000, and then I can fucking really open up these streams, dog. But before we even get to that, I got to figure out my shit. So I'll do that. I'm popping on here when I can. Follow me on Instagram because I'm active on there the most at Laughing Birds Pod. I do lives on there occasionally. I post artwork on there from any artist that I could find. Yo, if you draw shit, send it to me, dude. If you want me to plug your shit, I will. Dead ass. I don't rob nobody. You can check my history, man. I'm doing solid shit on my Instagram. But you can also follow me on the Twitter at Laughing Birds. You want to have a conversation, you want a topic thrown on a live stream, whatever, dude. Hit me up. We'll fucking work it out. Either way, I'll wrap this shit up now, dude. And I will catch y'all whenever I catch you. And I appreciate you, dude, for being on the stream, calling me bullshitting, the whole nine. And I'll talk to you later, I'm sure.
Yep.
All right, dude. I'll catch y'all later.
Bye.